My name is Afriyie. You can also call me Mrs. Jan. In the past, or before I got married and had kids, I was doing a makeup artistry on the side, but I have a regular 9-to-5 job with a Swedish automobile company. I'm a contractor services and administrator. And in 2018, when I had my first child, I founded a charity organization called Friends of NICU because my daughter was born preterm. So I founded an organization that supports parents going through the NICU experience. We support NICUs in Ghana, and then we also a support group for mothers who are going through the experience. Yeah, basically. I've been married. This year is going to be our 6th year. A bit about my husband. He's a very quiet person to everybody outside, but to me he's not. I mean, he's just a regular guy. He doesn't love to be out there. He's a social media person, but he has no choice. His pictures will be out here. So in 2016, when I was doing my MBA, so I think it was my first semester, we're gonna write exams. I'm not a maths person, so it was like some math subject that we needed to write. So I was like busy studying. But this friend of mine, so she's a mutual friend of my husband and I. She has been my childhood friend like from way back. So they were in law school together. And then she kept on saying, oh, I was in law school with this guy, he's nice, blah, blah, talk to him. Like she kept pressing. At the same time, she was doing the same thing to my husband. And he was also trying to put it off. So after she kept on pressing, I said, Charlie, I'm writing exams, so this is my first semester. I don't need to waste the money, so you let me just finish. So she was insisting I send my husband hi, and I'm like, no, I won't. So I was there. At the same time, she was pushing my husband to send me hi on WhatsApp. So he sent the first hi. And then we started chatting, so we didn't even call each other. It was just like, what's up, for a long time before we even did our first voice call, and then one thing led to the another. Okay, so with the hi, when we started talking, we knew that we're both mature. We're not interested in the game bit of relationship. Like we all knew what we wanted. So we started chatting in December 2016. By April, he had gone for the list. April 2017. So it was like that quick. And he knew I was the one, I knew he was the one. So it just happened like that. So in the first month, after we started chatting, after the first month, then we called, we met up, and then we started hanging out, and like one thing led to the other, and then we are here. So duration, it was less than a year because we got married in November 2017. So it was less than a year, but because we knew what we wanted, like we started pretty early. Okay, so during the time when I was actively doing makeup artistry, you know, you go on set and then you meet photographers, you meet food vendors, you meet decor people and all of that. So through that, I mean, you get acquaintances like that. So my photographer, I had met him on one of the jobs that I did, my photographer, videographer. I had worked with him. He knows how I like my work and all of that. So it was cool, like choosing him. With food, decor, it was mostly referral, but they were all like people I knew, like family or relatives of friends, so it was just easy. Even though my friends did the referrals and all of that, with the food we tasted, I mean, and then we gave her feedback. Okay, we don't like it to be too spicy, we want it to be this way, all of that. With the decor, we had seen it was a guy who did he's not all over the place kind of person, low-key guy. So it was a guy, I had seen his work and I was impressed. And it was easy instructing him, you know, to do this differently. I want this, I want that, replace it with that. And it was that. So it actually depends. Somebody might be all over Instagram with all their followers and all of that, but might not deliver, might not respect your wishes and all of that. So it really depends. Talking about the guest list, I wanted a very small wedding. I actually didn't even want any reception. but we had to cross that bridge. Like, it can't be what I always want. So my husband's family, they can fill an auditorium. There are lots. So we're planning for 200. I think it ended up being maybe 400 or 500. Yes, because there are lots. Like, my husband's family, there are lots. My family members, we are not a lot. Yes, just family and, you know, friends, then school. Because my husband, he's gone to a lot of school. He likes schooling, so he's done GIJ, he's done, yes, Lagos, Accra boys, law school, like, everybody was coming. So, so yeah, it was a lot. But I think initially it was 300, probably ended up being 500, but yeah, it was cool. Initially what we did was, I wrote the list of people that I think will show up, like the guests from my side. He also did same. Then probably I know that this person will bring 2 more people. Even this is Ghana, even though I invited just 1 person, it might end up being 5 and all of that. So yeah, but there was still lots of food, lots of drinks, lots of everything. Yeah. So we did the normal traditional Ghanaian wedding, and then 2 weeks after we did a white wedding. I'm a Church of Pentecost girl. But now I'm an ICGC person by virtue of marriage. So Pentecost girl, I didn't have a choice, church wedding. Yeah. So we did it 2 weeks apart. Yes. So because initially everybody was advising, why don't you do it Friday, traditional wedding on Friday and then the wedding on Saturday. But my husband said he knows how I get when I'm stressed. So I'll be freaking out a lot. So he just wanted, like, okay, let's just do it 2 weeks apart. You are rested, no pressure. So traditional wedding was on 4th and wedding was on 18th November. I didn't have a planner. I had like a coordinator. So I had this friend who was like good with attention to detail, who like she paid lots of attention to detail. So she was the one who kept record of everything. This is what is outstanding, and we kept a spreadsheet of everything, or a checklist. So this is done. Kinte purchase, Kinte so this, and timelines and all. So she put everything together, caterer, coordinating. So it wasn't like a planner, but she did all the coordination. So from the start, I told him that I'm not that girl who say is my wedding, is my day. I want him to take part. Like, so everything from venue, food, guests, everything was involved, like from A to Z. I wanted him to feel like part of it. It's not like, okay, I've gotten it ready. Like, he'll be sitting somewhere, chilled, relaxed, and I'll be soaking in all the stress. So he was involved from A to Z, everything. Like, I made sure he was part because it's our wedding, our day, you know. So. My funny experience was not on the day, it was during the planning. You know, when I said I didn't want a reception, in the beginning I said I didn't want a reception, I just wanted us to do like some small chops after the church service, then we get it out. Then the family members will go have a cocktail somewhere. Then my sister-in-law calls and says, oh, Nana, you see, you now. You know, so we can do the cocktail, and I'm like, okay, then we'll order like some chairs. Oh, that's not what I mean. Like, we want a reception. And people from the husband's family were like, I don't know, you know, it's like a typical Ghanaian girl wedding. I should want a reception. I should want like the huge things. But initially I wanted a very intimate family kind of, but I had to give in, have a reception. Yeah. I've never wanted stress, like things that potentially will stress me out, especially like huge events that people will say, people tend to complain, oh, I've not gotten a drink, I've not gotten this. I just wanted to avoid that. So in my mind, okay, let's have the church wedding. We'll share finger food or whatever there, and then the family will have like a small cocktail. That's family, like it's more intimate, but they didn't understand their vision, you know. Everything worked out. I gave in, we had a reception. I think our venue could take like as much as 1,000 people. Like, it was huge. So like the guests ended up being probably 500, but it accommodated everybody. My most awkward experience was during the time of the planning. we are all girls, so like 5 girls, and my sisters were expecting to be like leading the planning, coordination, and everything. And I had outsourced it kind of, so they didn't understand it. So they, at a point, they did not see eye to eye with my friend who was like the lead coordinator. So there was lots of friction, So I was like the middle woman. She couldn't go to them; they couldn't come to. So that was like caused a lot of friction. But later on, when that my friend Kate was getting married, and I was also expecting to be the lead, and she had outsourced it. At least I understood why. Because she thought that, oh, I've had kids and she didn't want to stress me. But I feel like I should have taken that role. So I now understood my sisters at that time. Yeah. So my bridal part, I was like the kind of bride who wanted just meet a father, groomsman, 1-1. Yeah, so, but the party, when we're walking in, like the reception ground, like lots of girls, they're like probably 15 or so, 15, yeah. But the men, they didn't come. Not that they didn't come, like, my husband is like, he's not that. So it was all girls affair, dancing to usher us in and all of that, yeah. The highlight of the event itself was the fun that everybody had, because I was always worried about, is everybody going to get fed? Is everybody going to get drinks? So at a point, one of my friends came to alert me that, why am I so serious? Because I'm not like on time kind of person, checklist, this check. So even on my wedding day, I was like still looking around, okay, this person eating that. So one of my friends came to tell me, you look too serious. so they all had fun, like crazy fun. Lots of cocktail, lots of coconut, lots of everything. Like everybody had fun. There was lots of everything, like food, everything. So I was happy everybody got fed, because the guests, they were a lot, like more than we imagined. So I was happy everybody got food, got drinks, and there was even overflow. It will be that have a checklist for everything that you need to do, so that you don't forget, because it's easy to forget. And then even if you can't afford a planner, hire someone who do the coordination for you. So from the word go, you should have everything written out. So gown, kente, blah blah blah, and give timelines. So once it's done, your payments scheduled. If you have paid 30%, everything written in black and white, so you don't forget. So you can actually filter and say, okay, I've not done this, I've not done that, this is done, I can cancel it out, and all of it. It makes it very easy. It makes it stress-free. Even though there'll be some surprises here and there, you'll not be very surprised. Yeah. Marriage advice. So it might sound cliche, but in marriage, communication is key. Even before you get married, I believe you should have all the difficult conversations. So talk about, is your money my money? Is my money my money? Are we gonna have like joint spend our monies together? Is the money I make mine alone, or is it for us? Is your money my money? So all those difficult conversations. How many kids do you want to have? Because I've heard stories about people getting married and later on their spouses surprise them with, oh, I don't even want to have a child. So how many kids do you want to have? All the difficult conversations. Like, so where do you see yourself? I mean, because even when you get married, you should not lose yourself. You should still want to develop. So by way of career, by way of everything that your partner is doing, have all those difficult and deep conversations, and be sure that this person is minded before you commit. So I think communication is key, and then respect, because before you want to marry anybody, yes, definitely the love should be there, but I believe respect is very important. You should respect the person enough not to hurt the person. You should respect the person enough so you take very good care of the person, because the person has entrusted you with let's say, his or her life, or entrusted you with, for you to be faithful, or for you, how else can I say? Just be sure that the person respects you. So respect is key. And then know how to solve your differences or resolve your differences. If you learn how to resolve your differences on your own, there won't be like a third party, and then you will enjoy your marriage.
No, I get up. No.